Hello everyone. It's been a while since the stream. It has. Yeah, no, and YouTube stream, the first one in close to a year now, maybe. But we're back. Not Transport Fever this time. We're doing F1. But I do suck, so it's going to be a bit different because I'm going to have like certain systems, like flashbacks. So, yeah. So don't judge me because I'm terrible. Well, not terrible, but I'm still getting used to this game like a lot of people are because this game is still new. Came out this week. No, over a week now. So yeah, a lot of people are still getting used to it, but we're just gonna hop right in to a new career for us. It's gonna be a my team career mode, and I'm gonna let you guys in chat decide what like all the decisions are that we do at the beginning of the game, just so it gives me a bit of a challenge, or you guys make it a little easier for me. Whichever one that you guys decide. So, the first one is right here on screen now. Newcomer, midfield, or championship contender. I personally, in my separate one that I do, I have newcomer because it starts with more toward the back of the grid. It gives you a bit more of a challenge to get to the front. Midfield is obviously you're in the midfield at the beginning, and then championship is you're doing pretty solid at the beginning. So, I'm gonna let chat decide what we're doing for the thing, and if nobody decides in chat, and like nobody says anything in chat, by the time I decide to make the decision, I'm just gonna pick the hardest one for myself, just to give myself a more difficult time and make this series a little bit longer. So I'll let it go. Nobody's probably gonna say anything in chat since I like just started streaming and nobody's in here. But yeah, so I'll give it a 30 seconds ish for you guys to make a decision: newcomer, midfield, or championship. So midfield. All right. Okay. We'll go midfield unless anything else is said. All right. Midfield it is. So we're gonna do a custom season. I'm not doing the full season because there are certain tracks I just do not like. Yeah, I'm gonna be that way and give myself a bit more of a handicap here. I'm trying to remember what I have in my own. Yeah, no racing Spain. Actually, Mexico's being it. Which one? Japan or US? I feel like actually. We'll do this and then get rid of Miami. Midfield, yeah. I chose midfield, so we'll go with midfield. We're gonna go custom settings, so just so you guys can decide a little bit more. Those are assists. You don't need to worry about that. Weekend structure. We're gonna go full qualifying just to see if I can make it anything, and then we're gonna go 25% races just to. Just keep things a little bit more moving in the series. We're gonna go approximate weather, so it's a little bit more difficult for me. Flashbacks are gonna stay on. Damage, I'm gonna keep on standard. These are gonna be the simulation settings I'm used. I race on 90% difficulty. Like I said, not that good. We'll go to career settings next. It's gonna be a big part of it. We're gonna go straight down to the player faults and hit these up to the max they can, just so. All the forms of things are incorporated. Team acclaim rate. All the acclaim rate's going to be reduced because it encourages driver changes, and we want to see a lot of driver changes. But then we're going to keep everything else default, just so it's pretty much the normal game. And that should be it for us. Rules and flags are going to stay on. Regular, everything immersive. Formation laps on, that's what we want to see. Yeah, that should be it for that. We're gonna skip my team icons, no point in playing my team icons. So yeah, we're gonna start the career.
First things first, let's create your driver.
Alright, my driver, let's just go through this real quickly. American. First name. Last name. Sheld. All right. Audio name. We'll go with. What are we thinking? And I'm gonna. There's a. Well, I was looking through these. Like, I'm pretty sure all these are the same as 2021 as well. And if there is one, where is it at? There's some good ones the further down you go. I don't want to put it on none. I want to give us something. The real deal.
Real deal.
Do we go with the real deal? I think we go with the real deal. Yeah, we're gonna go with the real deal as our name. We're cycling through all the cutscenes. It's gonna say the real deal for us. Driver number. We have to go with the 54. It's the channel number pretty much. We have to go with 54.
And now let's focus on your driver's
Alright.
look.
The look, color wise. We'll just
Okay,
we'll go
boss,
through
let's
there.
get this
We can
team
come
up
back
and
to it
running.
for colors because I don't really
Enter a
know
team name.
what colors we want to do right now. Team name. I have 3 in my head. So my first one that I had is Sheld Motorsport Org for Sheld Motorsport Organization. My second one idea was the Sheld Motorsport Team. My third was the Sheld Formula 1 Team. So choose between those ones. Between those team names I just put, the Sheld Motorsport Organization, the Sheld Motorsport Team, or the Sheld Formula 1 Team. We need chat involvement so we can get into the racing, because I know it's what we want to see. You guys want to see me sucking at racing. It's what brings in the big views. If you guys don't, the third one, okay. Sheld Formula 1 Team. If it'll fit, it will not. So I'll just do that. That works.
Now
We'll go
let's
with that.
choose. Some
Alright.
sponsors offer a larger sign-in bonus.
So
up front.
sponsors.
Some offer more weekly income.
So
The
the
better we
harder
perform,
the
more our
challenge
level will go up as the
for
team
the
gains more
goal
acclaim.
that your sponsor
Doing
wants you
this
to
will
get,
increase
the
the
more
income
money they
from our
give you,
sponsors.
obviously. So you can go for a very safe one by just living and completing a season. You don't get a lot of signing bonus or goal bonus, but you're pretty much guaranteed to get the goal bonus. Or we could go for a pretty difficult one, like earning 25 constructors points. It's a lot of money, and you get a lot of money, but it's hard to get that money. Or we could go for something in the middle here, like get 8th or better, or get 2 points finishes. Something like we can go really safe, middle ground, or really difficult. Again, chat, decide. We need. I don't want to make decisions. If not, we're just going for the safe option. Give me less money. The main point of this was streaming this was to get involvement. Right in the middle, Echo 2 points finishes. I'm liking that. Any other decisions? We have 4 viewers and only 1 person has been participating. I'll extend it a little bit longer, or else we're going Echo. Gives me a good amount of money. Alright,
Our chassis
Echo it
won't
is.
be going anywhere fast without a power unit.
Alright.
So let's sign one of those now.
See, we already got
Obviously,
5
the
million from
greater
being
the
midfield,
performance
so
and
we
durability,
have
the
a
better.
bit
But
of
be
a buff.
careful about spending all
Which
that
one?
cash. We're
You
going to
see
have
you see
people
the
and
you see
facilities to invest in
the
as well.
performance and the
Power
durability.
unit supplies will
Ferrari
also
being the
provide
best, but
upgrades
it costs
throughout
the
the season
most.
free of
Renault
charge.
being the worst, but it costs the least. And we could go for one of the middle ones, and we could be, yo, you're fast, yo, you're slow, or yo, have at it. No, any options, chat's deciding, or else I'm just going Renault, the worst one. Saves me money, lets me upgrade stuff quicker. but we could go more expensive and be faster. We're gonna be. I'm intrigued to see where it puts us standings wise off the rip. When you one of the middles. Okay, well, which one of the middles? Do we go less durability for less cost, or more durability for more cost? I know where I'm leaning. Because I'm thinking Mercedes. Because we have the extra 5 million from the middle field bonus, so we still have $6 million to work with.
Here are the drivers interested in joining our team.
Drivers, this is gonna be a bit of a hard one, because
as long as we can afford them. We renew contracts periodically,
you want
so you'll have
experience and a high focus. So
your
your driver's in the mental game with you, and he's like kind of good. So, and I don't really want to sign Piastri because he's $1 million. We have the money, but we don't have that money. So what I'm thinking Yuri Vips, maybe Daruvula. We have a good 800,000 range, good rating, and he's got a high focus. So we're gonna go with Yuri
we can
Vips.
afford this power unit supplier, and let's create the livery we'll be running this season.
All right.
We can add more sponsors
Livery.
to the car as we sign them.
So we need to choose a livery, and we can change the colors. I would like to stay with the colors of red and blue, of orange and blue, to stay with the shelled colors, the colors of the channel, just so we can like really rep the channel here. But we gotta pick a livery. We could do any of these that I have unlocked, except for the ones that we can't change the color. It's really up to you guys. And then we'll see what we like with the blue, orange, and probably white color scheme. I know I run this in my personal one, the combined one. It looks good with the color scheme that I have. But we could go with the streaks. The streaks also looks really good. With the ideas that I have. The 2-stroke, the thick stroke looks good as well. Oh, we'll go with 6-stroke. I haven't actually seen this, like how it looks with the colors, and we can also give a good representation of the colors and how they look, and what the colors that I like to use. And then I'll probably make this yellow, just a nice white. See those would be the colors. We could change them around, see whatever one we like for us. But I think for now we're gonna go with that. Personal stickers, I'm gonna slap the one that I like the most on. Alright.
Last but not
now
least,
we're gonna go back to the clothing real quick, so we can get or what's it called going? Our the main overall look for our driver. Just slap on some of the main colors. That we have on the team. Where's the so we'll change this to the orange. There we go. Rebel, just I'll do that. There we go. The suit. Actually, I like this, and because I run these colors all the time, it all adjusted that one. So we'll rock that. The gloves, we'll keep that. Just make it. It's just making it easy for us. I like the I got this stance personally, so we'll go with that. Podium emotes. We'll do the jump joy. It's more fun. And then we need a moment after we win, because it would be our first win. Team badge select. I already know what emblem I'm going with for the team. It's the S with this scheme, and we're gonna change their colors. It is this S just works the best because shelled, and you probably get it. You could probably put 2 and 2 together. being Sheldon and S, it's kind of the thing of it's kind of like the existence of the channel. I'm thinking honestly, yeah, change this to like a white or black. I like the white more. It makes the colors on the thing pop. We'll go with that. The team colors. I think we go with the main of the blue. That's the main color of the channel. Just the nice dark blue. Secondary color, the nice orange that we have. And then keep the white because it just looks nice.
Great, that's
And there we
everything
go. That's the team that we have. The Shelled Formula 1 team. Got the opening cutscene. I'm just gonna let this play.
Hello folks, and welcome to this, a very special edition of Paddock Pass. We're here at the headquarters of Formula One's newest team for an exclusive first look at what they will be bringing to the sport. It's always an exciting moment to welcome a new team onto the grid. However, what makes this occasion a little more special is how strikingly different the cars are this year. Yep, the long-awaited new regulations are finally here, and with them, the start of the next era of Formula One. The 2022 season ushers in a change of direction to the regulations aimed at promoting closer
There's a
racing.
plane outside messing
in the
up
form of swooping front and rear wings, along with
my
new eye-catching 18-inch low-profile tires that will push tire technology to the limit. So then, the question remains as to whether this team can grasp the opportunity before them with
I'm
both
looking
hands
at
and
chat.
lead the charge against the rest of the paddock. We'll find out soon
I've been
enough,
going with
as the
what
new season
chat
is
has
just
been
about to
saying.
begin. But first,
Nobody
let's see the
really
unveiling
helped
of the
me out
team's
with
car
the
and
things
the
except
owner
for
of the brand
Emily,
new
so
Formula One team.
that sucks. Fuck you mean pronouns, and
It's been a long time since we last saw a
Alright,
team owner take
next
their
big
own car
part.
onto the track, and the sport's changed enormously.
these questions are
Let's
huge
talk about your team,
because
now it's clear they're excited to have signed with
it
you.
decides what's on what part of your
What
car
is it
are
that
like
you think they bring to the
impressed
team?
or not. So, teammate, we're glad they took a gamble on being a new team.
So
We
you've
got it.
obviously been putting a lot
Alright.
of work into the car. I know it's early days,
So
but how
we
do you expect it to
want-
feel out there?
Probably the balance is good. We're maximizing traction out of corners so we can get good exits because we love good exits. So we'll go with that.
Most of the other teams can boast years of experience in
Where's
Formula
the
One.
mixer?
Where do you
Zoli
see the opportunity to
mixers
make those
don't
vital
mixer
performance
doesn't
gains you need
exist
to
anymore.
put you within reach of the other
I
cars?
honestly kind of wish I still mixer was still a thing so I can still stream on there because I used to. I'm sure the other teams can boost user experience for the opportunity to make vital gains that we need. Reducing drag is huge. Keeping weight down is huge. ERS is huge. We'll go with reducing drag because that's
Ultimately,
probably
your
one of the
success
biggest
this
parts.
season's going to come down to whether you can take positions from the other drivers.
Incredibly light car.
What is it
The
about
cars
your
are
car that's going to give you that edge in
hugely
those battles?
big, so we'll go with light
And
car.
finally, with so many specialist
And
departments working together
The
here at your
chassis. It's got to be the chassis because we're gonna be pounding
Thank you
chassis
so much
upgrades at
for
the
your
beginning.
time. Been wonderful
Just so
to
we
get
can
an
get
insight from you
the
and of
drag
course to see
reduction,
around
the weight
headquarters.
reduction,
Thank you for
all the
today.
reduction.
Really appreciate it, and thank you all at home for watching as well. We'll
just
see
so we
you
can
very
get
soon.
fast. We have a pretty solid engine in our car with the Merc engine. It's pretty good. So some of these I'm just gonna fly through. The driver training camp is huge. $1 million for a merchandise sale might not be terrible. Get some team acclaim, driver acclaim. We'll do some team acclaim. How much time do we have? Yeah, we'll go with the cash facilities. Let's Wow, you get a lot if you're midfield off the jump. And you get a free sponsor? Wow, okay. This is my first time experiencing the midfield starter, if you can't tell. I think we're gonna go... It's gonna be difficult. So, P15 or better. Let's go for a little bit better than that. Top 12 finish. Top 14 finish. What was the top 12 finish? That's 5 different rounders. Where is it at? Here it is. 77. I think we're going top 12 finish during the race. I have faith. I don't know where our car is gonna stand, but I have faith. Oh wow, the car is good. Okay, that's pretty good. We'll take it. We'll take it. That's what I like to see. So very important things off the beginning is rate distribution and weight reduction. We don't have it. Wow, it gives us a lot. We'll do this and get that brewing. Facility upgrades. We have $5 million. That's spec 2. Let's go upgrade this build time. It's gonna knock us down a bit of money, but it'll be fine. Let's just fast forward to the first race. Driver training camp done. There's the spec 2. Here comes our
new
first
parts have completed
part.
without issue.
Works
You'll
beautifully.
be on the car ready for the
This is what
next
we like
race
to see.
weekend.
And actually, because the chassis 1250, I think we're just gonna wait to get this one because that's such a big upgrade. Because, or we could go with the drag reduction one. Yeah, no, weight reduction or drag reduction. I feel like we have a good amount of weight reduction already, so let's see where we stand. Yeah, we're a bit behind on the. Yeah, we're a bit behind on the. What's it called? Aero. So we'll upgrade aero a little bit instead of chassis. So we'll get some more resource points. We'll come back to the aero. We'll go with the suspension arms. It's because it's a major. That's gonna come in after this first Grand Prix actually. So it doesn't give us any big boosts for this Grand Prix, but it'll help us out in the next one. If it works at least.
The personnel department has asked us to deal with this.
Awareness or
We have a
pace.
couple of options here.
I don't
Take
remember
your
if
time.
because
What you
what's
decide to
better.
do.
We'll
thanks
go
for handling it.
pace instead of awareness, unless and we can't really change it now. We have to decide it. What's he good? Oh, he's good. Okay. Wow, he's already 75 rating because of our stuff. I like it, Bips. Let's go. All right, but actually we have a good amount of R&D, so we're gonna spend some of it. Gonna purchase the weight reduction. That'll be important. Qualifying. The first qualifying ever. I'm probably going to be dead silent on this on every qualifying lap that I do, just so I can focus and try to set a good lap. I'm expecting to make it out of Q1. Qualifying one for all the non-F1 viewers in the chat, because I know. Yeah, hoping to make it like Q1 here. We should be able to, considering our car. So, and me not being a slug around this game. So, first qualifying lap underway. Trying to get a good turn 1, turn 2. Okay, turn 1. Get a good exit here. Solid exit. I don't know what Ferrari's in front of us. Looks like we're catching them a little bit. Trying to keep the foot to the floor here. Off the gas a little bit through here. A little bit more through there. Off the gas completely through there. Foot to the floor through the straightaway into the bank turn. This turn up here is probably one of my favorite turns on this course because it's banked and it's a lot of fun. I think it's really difficult but really important to nail, as we did nail it. Could have been a little bit more better on the racing line, but can't be perfect. That was an awful turn, but we'll make up for it by cutting a little bit. And we have more laps. So we're just hoping to nail like a base benchmark time here. This is Lance Stroll sets the fastest of the session. For now, he's probably the first one to set a time because he's in an Aston Martin, which is slow. Okay, lap. This has been not one of my best ones, but we'll see. Getting a good run, trying to come down. 131, second behind Sainz in front of us. Not gonna go for a second lap. We're gonna return the garage, but yeah, not a too terrible of a benchmark time. We're probably gonna shoot down to the lower bits of qualifying here at the beginning, as our teammate goes in front of us. Just see down here at the cutoff point. Yeah, there's us. Our teammate's a bit more up the road, 3/10 in front of us actually. So he set a pretty solid lap. So around like 4 minutes, we'll head out. Yeah, 4:41, probably good. The garage animations are really laggy on stream for some reason, but oh well, happens sometimes. Stream looks okay, that's all I care about. Just looking to get good second lap. Should be able to get 2 laps in here for this one. We probably should adjust the colors of the car a little bit more. Bit let off the gas more, trying to get a good exit. Get to the floor. A little bit worse of an exit than the last lap. I know there's other places around the track that we can improve on. Foot to the floor through here. A little bit off the gas. Keep the foot pinned. Off the gas a bit more. Foot pinned through here. Faster, slower sector 1 than the first lap, but that's okay since as of right now we are through. Never feel too safe. Better exit there than the lap before. This turn wasn't our greatest last lap. That was much better there. Gaining time, getting the 10th on the exit. As we come to the second DRS zone, gaining even more time than last lap, just having more speed from last lap. That was a worse turn than last lap, so we're going to be losing time here to our last lap and to our chance of getting out of qualifying 1. Is we actually have a pretty good shot. We actually might make it into Q3 if we're pretty good at this. So we broke later in the hairpin last lap, but foot to the floor much earlier this time. We're going to be losing time with the DRS to the line. We're going to gain about 200ths, and that's it. But that's going to be able to get us in 10. That should be enough for us to continue on to Q2. We're going to set one more lap time just to be safe. So much better exit on Q2, getting almost 2/10 there. Just trying to keep the foot to the floor through here. Oh, and lose it. Can get some wing damage, but that's going to be the end of our qualifying. I didn't mean to flashback there. We're not going to flashback during qualifying for now, at least, unless we do like really bad. But that time should be able to get us through to Q2. As we're in 13th right now, hopefully it'll be enough to get us into Q2. If not, then that's a major mistake on my part, not flashbacking. It will be enough to get us to Q2. Which I know we can set a bit faster of a time in Q2. I messed up a few times and I was slow off the exits of corners. So Q2 should be better. Hopefully we can make it into Q3. Teammate was in Q3, it looked like. Which is great for him, but not that great for us. Because we gotta compete with that. So yeah, Q2. First race, first Q2 appearance. This is the power of starting in that midfield section. Again, behind a Ferrari in my first flying lap. Hopefully we can be a little bit closer to him than last time than a second out. Sainz again, actually. pinned off the exit. Trying to get something good thanks to the height and chat. Not getting the Q2. But pinned as quickly as we can off the exit of that turn, trying to get a good one. Keep it real close to that wall, then getting closer, trying to get the foot to the floor as soon as possible through here. Off I guess a little bit through there. Keep the foot pin as much as we can. Ride the curves through here. Good section through there for us. Good fastest of the section, yes. That means we went faster than Sainz in front of us on a Ferrari, which is the best car in the grid right now. Trying to get a good exit through here as we do get a very nice one. Keep the car right up next to the wall. Float it to this wall. Just narrowly missing walls this entire track. Get the foot to the floor as soon as we can. Sainz is gonna speed away through this section because his engine power is faster than ours. We try to squeeze through here. We lose the rear end, but we're gonna flash back because this is actually a good, starting to be a good lap. Keep it right up close to the wall here. Make sure it's nice up close to the wall. Actually, we can put a little vote in chat. Should we do flashbacks during qualifying or just the race? I feel like we should do just the race because qualifying seems a little bit excessive, but it's okay. Perez setting the fastest time in this section so far. We're trying to get a good exit off the hairpin as we do get a solid exit off the hairpin. Foot to the floor the entire way down to the finish line. Sainz sets a 30. We set a 31.5, almost in the 30s. We go right behind Verstappen, I was like. But we need to get in the top 10 to get in the Q3, which Vip's set 8th in Q1, so that should be attainable for us. He's right behind us, actually. Let's go 700ths faster than he does. We'll go out with probably just enough time for one lap, probably around like 3 minutes, 3:30. Yeah, around here. We are in right now, but we're gonna go out just to hope we get enough time for a second lap. Try to just ensure we do get this. I embrace it again. I'm gonna be pissed because I just fixed it today for this stream, so I can start streaming again. Good exit so we can get a start to this lap. Keeping it below the white line. A little not loud, but we start the rules here. Late braking, that's not that. That was actually a lot. Sooner than before. Foot to the floor as quickly as we can, trying to get a good exit off the turn 1, just like off turn 2. It was like last before, keep it close to that wall, get the foot down to as soon as we can. That was better turn down before. We're going to have to level the gas a little bit through here. As we do, we tap the wall. That's probably going to give us a little bit of front wing damage. But we should be okay to continue throughout the rest of the lap. Let's check the front wing damage. It says we don't, but I'm strong feeling we do. Qualifying's over. We need to get one more good time and foot to the floor as quickly as we can off the exit of that turn. A good exit there. A bit better than the lap before. Run it right up close to that wall, ride the curve, foot to the floor, get a good exit as we do. We needed that good exit here. Trying to get a good activation on the DRS here as we do get one. Just riding the walls, trying to get a lower time than our first one as we do break in. That section's going to be a little bit slower than our first one. Actually, a lot of it's slow. We lose a 10th on that turn alone. We're going to need to get a good hairpin here if we want to ensure our Q3 arrival, which we do have it right now, but there are probably more cars out behind us. We brake late, way later. We go deep into the hairpin, trying to get a good exit and lose the rear end and spin it around. Get some rear wing damage and some front wing damage. We're gonna actually flashback. That's why I don't have the rear wing damage. We're gonna go a little bit more conservative this attempt into the hairpin, trying to get into a good exit, but we do not. So we're gonna get a run to the line, qualifying over. We stay 8th, it looked like. So we should be getting, we get 8th. We are going to have a Q3 appearance in our first race, and the cutscenes are really, really shitty right now. But other than that, we're fine. We do get eighth. Both of us, me and my teammate, Yuri Vips, into Q3 in our first ever race. So, that's promising. That's a promising performance, I should say. So, our 12th was actually, our 12th sponsor was a bit of a, what's the word? Conservative, I should say. Guess I should have went for like P10 just to push myself a little bit more, but we already picked it. No going back now. We'll probably pick up the P10 one after next sponsorship. So we're gonna try to get a good lap in here. Q3. Go to the floor down, try and get some good speed into the lap. As we do so far, late braking into turn 1, a little bit deep, trying to get a good exit through turn 2. Put to the floor as quickly as we possibly can without losing the rear end. So we go close to the wall, ride the bumper, foot not all the way to the floor, because this is you get to level gas a little bit through this part, ride the edges of the bumpers. Keep it going. Bank turn, trying to just pin it to the ground as soon as we get to the, as soon as we close the wall, keep it close to these walls as we come through here. Brake a little early, ride it close, ride the bumper, let it extend out to the other wall. But all the way to the floor again. We are wide open now. Okay section through there. I'm not all the way confident going through that turn. Deer's wide open again for the final second of last time on this lap. Getting every ounce of Mercedes power unit we have. Trying to get a good exit off the hairpin. Foot to the floor as soon as we get in the fourth gear. Straight line run all the way to the finish. And that's a 1:30.6. 4/10 faster than our last lap time. That put us into 8th. So, let's return to garage, fast forward a little bit in the qualifying session. See where we end up. 5th right now. We're going to go out again with like 3:30 left. So we have enough time for one lap. Still 5th. We're going to see if we can prove at all. Because a 5th is a great performance for the first. Well, this series might actually have to make me increase the difficulty if we are doing too good in the first season. Because you guys will see, I defend like a fucking bat out of hell into, but we are ahead of Perez, which is one of the Red Bulls, right behind our engine supplier's main team of Mercedes, George Russell. I know actually Hamilton might have got knocked out in Q1. We can scroll through after qualifying to see if we did or not. Good line through turn 1, good line through turn 2, trying to push the exit. Let's see what we can do. We had a better exit on our first flying lap. Better line through there as we try to keep it tight on close to the racing line through here. Put flat to the floor, had to lose let off the gas a little bit through there. Get down the power as soon as we can, riding the bumpers through every single turn. Really trying to get every ounce of track and performance out of this car, trying to improve from our P5 position. Foot to the floor, we are 2/10 right now behind our first lap. Break a little bit later, ride the bumper, get cover a little bit, but we are now 3/10 behind our last lap. That's how fast we were on that last lap. Just insanely rapid. Got every ounce of performance out of our Mercedes power unit. It's much slower through there. We almost lose the rear end just like we did last time. Activating DRS again the second to last time on this lap. 7/10 behind our previous lap. So it looks like 5th place at the height is where we're going to stay for the beginning for our first qualifying ever, which I am not upset with at all. Trying to put the foot to the floor just to get a good exit, run to the line in the last lap of qualifying for us. 5th place, it looks like, is going to be the qualifying position for us. Yes, it is. A great 5th place. Very happy with that. As we follow through into the end of the first qualifying. Our teammate back down at 8th. We are 6 tenths ahead of him. So it's clear that our car has pace. Hamilton is down there in P10, P8, P9. Sorry.
No more testing, no more practice. This is the real deal, and it's make or break here at round 1 of this year's Formula One World Championship. So let's take a look at the topographical map of the Jeddah Street Circuit. As you can see, a number of challenging corners for the drivers to master here. We'll see just how much the teams have benefited from their time spent in practice this weekend. And like many street circuits, this track has the potential to punish drivers that get it wrong. Let's hope we avoid any safety cars today. So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. A fantastic effort from Charles Leclerc yesterday, and it's put him on pole. And a very happy Carlos Sainz will start second. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Russell, the real deal, and Perez, Fernando Alonso, Yuri Vips, Hamilton, and Valtteri Bottas, Ocon, Gasly, Kevin Magnussen, and Norris, Mick Schumacher, Joe, Alex Albon, and Lance Stroll, Vettel, Ricciardo, Latifi, and Yuki Tsunoda. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today? A new season, then a clean slate where anything could happen. Anthony Davis.
Okay, that cutscene is like the same as every single race. Okay, we're gonna lower. Actually, no, we'll keep it around here. Around 14 laps of around +1 lap for fuel. As we're going to have a formation lap because I like manually parking in this game. It's good. First year, we'll see. So trying to get the best pits parking at 0.2 meters.
Let's make sure we get the edge on the surrounding drivers
to the front of our pit stall. But as we're going to get into Yuki Tsunoda gets in 5 red lights here in the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, and away we go. We're trying to get as best of a start we can. It's really loose out the beginning. We'll lose a lot of time as Yuri Vips, our teammate, gets an amazing start. Sends it down the inside of Sergio Perez. He's able to get into P6 as we somehow hold our position to P5. We make a little bit of contact with George Russell off the beginning. We single file out through these first few turns. He's just trying to be consistent, wait for the cars in front of us to make a mistake, capitalize on their mistake, and get into some higher positions on the course. As we get a way better run than George Russell does, using plenty of ERS here at the beginning, but George Russell is as well. We're going to try to make a lunge. He goes defensive. No, we're not. We're going to try to make a move around the outside, but he's going to get a better line and exit through there than we are. So not much we could do there against George Russell on that attempt. Yuri Vips right behind us. After an amazing start he got. We're trying to stay close to Russell here at the beginning. See if our car has any semblance of race pace. And to use some ERS, as our teammate Yuri Vips is not catching up to us. He might go for a sort of moves if he keeps using ERS here. No, he doesn't, as we get a terrible turn through there. Keep the car in a straight line. Yuri Vips forced to slow down. He might be under attack from Perez soon, as Carlos Sainz is going for a lead on Charles Leclerc ahead of us. You can see on the mini map the 2 red dots going at it into the hairpin. That's going to cause him to slow down. Verstappen and Russell might be able to get an opportunity to catch up to him. They're trying to catch up, back up to Russell after the piss poor lap 1 that we had compared to the front 4 drivers. This shows the pace of that car compared to us. As our teammate Yuri Vips is being attacked by Sergio Perez into turn 1. Will Perez go for the move, try and make it stick? Looks like he will, but Yuri Vips coming back at him. As that's really slowing down. I can't even look behind and see him, but Yuri Vips is going to hold position as of right now, as we're trying to keep up with George Russell and this train of the Ferraris and the Red Bull in front of us, so we can maybe get any semblance of more than a P5 in this race. Using a little bit of ERS to just keep up. We're gonna stay in the toe of these cars in front of us. But hard braking, trying to get a good exit. Oh, as we lose it, we're gonna use the flashback there because I'm not letting that happen in the first race. You know, from P5 to the back of the grid. I'm assuming a good battle is gonna be coming from Vips and our teammate Yuri Vips and Perez back there. As we're trying to keep up with this front train, hoping they battle a bit more, just to let us keep up with them without having to use as much ERS as we are using right now, which is a lot, and which could screw up the rest of our race later. But Verstappen gaining on signs to this fast sweeping part of the track, trying to get a good turn this time through there. We do keep them trying to get the foot to the ground as fast as we can, trying to get a good exit. Verstappen doing a good job of keeping pace with the Ferraris in a slower car. We're doing a good job of keeping pace in the sprint train in a much slower car. That's not much slower. We're fifth best car on the grid behind Alfa Romeo, which Bottas had a pretty bad qualifying where his car is on the grid. But Perez made a move into the hairpin that I missed. Got to position, and here comes Yuri Vips fighting back. Yuri Vips fighting back at him behind us. It's weird. We still just sit in the train as he goes for moving to turn one. Looks like Perez is going to be able to keep the edge on Vips this time, but Vips actually still fighting back at him. Gets the position of 6th back. Oh, but they're still side by side. They have to be. This is the position, as you can see on the top left of the screen, just keeps changing between Perez and Vips as they're still side by side as Vips gets the position back. What a battle that we are unfortunately not able to witness going on between Vips and Perez. We actually might have to look at the replay after this just to see the battle that's going on, but that allowed Hamilton to catch up. Hamilton was attacked Perez through there, as you saw Hamilton appear on the top left for a bit in the scorecard in the 7th position. As we are trying to keep up with George Russell here, who actually looks like he might have lost the toe of Verstappen in front of him. That's going to make him very vulnerable to us with DRS. As we're trying to get a good exit through here so we can keep up with them and maybe make a movement on Russell into the hairpin. With DRS wide open, foot to the floor. No ERS being used, as we actually have to save some because we used so much at the beginning of this race, so we're not going to be able to make a move into the hairpin. Maybe into turn 1 if we're quick enough on the exit here. Trying to get our foot to the floor as we do pretty quickly for us. DRS wide open again as Yuri Vips and Perez still going at it behind us. Russell using a lot of ERS, has to be, because we weren't catching up to him for a bit there on the straightaway.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate
But
by
we go very deep into the
0.8
turn, but we
seconds.
managed to get it slowed down. We are now right behind George Russell going through sector 1 here. As both of us are now pretty far behind the leading 3 cars, so we're gonna have to push up to try and catch up to Verstappen if we want this podium, in a potential podium in our first race ever in this My Team career mode. We get a better exit than Russell. It's a lap 1 repeat. Are we gonna be able to make the move this time? Plenty of ERS being used into the bank turn. We're on the inside, Russell on the outside. Will he be able to hold it there on the outside? No, he will not. We're gonna squeeze him out, and we're going to make the move. But Russell's going to have DRS now into this part, but he might actually not need the DRS. As he's trying to go for the move right now, we're going to squeeze him out. It's going to slow both of us down. And now we are both just getting further and further away from these podium positions. Russell's going to try and come back at us this time with DRS on the straightaway. Will he be able to get it? We're going to let him go by, because we are going to have DRS on the longer straightaway into the hairpin with a better chance of overtaking. As he soared past us there. But there's wide open for us. We're going to try and make another comeback move against Russell. As he goes defensive on the inside, we're going to go to the outside here. Try and make a move around the outside of the hairpin. We break later, but he's right there. As our engineer comes over and saying tire grip's going to be a problem. We still have DRS. DRS now wide open. As he's using ERS. George Russell's pitting. George Russell pitting along with Max Verstappen. He's going to try and undercut us, as we're going to pit this lap instead. So we're going 1 lap longer than George Russell. This is actually crucial that he stayed in front of us for Russell. For his wheels lose the back end there. Because yeah, that tire wear is starting to come into effect massively now. As we are feeling it, we are 5 seconds back from each train either way. The only battle we're probably going to have for the rest of this race is with George Russell. For this 4th place position is Hamilton on the mediums, into 4th. Where did Perez go on the mediums? Because we know he's going longer on the mediums, unless he had to pit for damage. We don't know. Actually, Verstappen came in, and no, you see that blue dot on the mini-map? That is Perez right there behind Ocon in the sauce. So not a bad start for Perez, losing out to Vips, Hamilton, and Ocon. Just plummeting down the order here as pit stops start to cycle through. The one and only pit stop of this race. We're gonna use a lot of ERS here, knowing that we're gonna get some back via the pit stop. It's, again, not the confidence, the lack of confidence in able to keep the car straight through that start, really showing for us. As we're trying to push on this in lap, just so we can maybe stay ahead of Russell, as he is going to have warm tires compared to our cold tires. So we leave the pit lane. Here we're going to come into the pit lane this lap with one of the Ferraris. Both the Ferraris stayed out longer there.
Leclerc's in the pits.
So we got 5-second penalty for fucking where? Because apparently that the zone is a lot sooner. So we're gonna engage the pit limiter a lot sooner than I thought we had to. We apparently got a penalty. But yeah, there's the medium tires going a bit longer. We're gonna have to try and get a good turn in here for optimal pit stop as we do. Hopefully no problems on the tires, no problems at all. A good pit stop, and let's hope for a good exit to the pit lane here. No spinning, no losing room. We lose a little bit there though. We're gonna try and come out ahead of Nicholas Latifi in the Williams. No, we will not. George Russell right here with us as well. So we're gonna come out right behind George Russell with a little tap to the wall. But our tires are ice cold. So Russell's going to be able to get a bit of a gap here, and we're going to have to push on these pressure tires. Latifi on the sauce still ahead. As Russell makes a mistake, we're going to try and make a move, but he hogs the line. All of that action. We need to reset because I lost the rear end. I mean, it's probably going to happen again. We're going to, again, have to try to warm up our tires because they are ice cold. Russell, again, makes that same mistake we saw last time. He's going to hog that line, and we're going to have to slow down. He's going to hog the racing line, and we're going to have to slow down massively because of our cold front tires, not able to get the turn in that he does. Using ERS, though, just to try and keep pace, so I'm staying in the DRS of him, because we know he's going to be in the DRS of Latifi, which Latifi's probably going to pit in this lap. Being that he is still on the sauce, Russell trying to size up and move on Latifi so he can start pulling away from us. He hasn't been able to do so far. We're going to use ERS and DRS once we get it. But Russell's going for a move. Latifi blocks him off. Latifi battling for his life, which is really helping us. We don't have to use that much ERS, and we're still catching the Merc and the Williams here. In this last DRS zone, Russell's going to try and make another move, I'm assuming, on Latifi, as he pulls out already. But he's going for a move around the outside. He's going to soar past the Williams in the much faster car. Latifi is going to have to pit. Will he come back at Russell into the hairpin? Yes, he will. Braking late. That's going to allow us to get a great gap close on George Russell here. As Russell's not going to have DRS, Latifi got it. That's going to allow us to maybe get a move into the turn 1 here. As we are using plenty of DRS to get the move, we're going to go around the outside into turn 1. Are we going to be able to make the move stick? Maybe as we push this a bit wide. We do make the turn stick, foot to the floor as quickly as we possibly can. Russell gets a great exit. He's going to try and come through. We're going to stay side by side through this first part of the track. As we almost lose the rear, he's going to be able to come back at us again. Russell trying to make something happen around the outside. We stay in, foot to the floor through there, and we stay ahead of George Russell through sector 1 here. But how will he do compared to us in sector 2 as we're trying to catch up to these the medium tire starters who went longer, who are going to be going longer on this first stint, as Russell is keeping up with us through this section, as we know he's going to have DRS on us through here. We're going to save ERS for a potential fight back into the long straightaway into the hairpin. As here he comes, using all of the power, using DRS, maybe some ERS too. He's going to go to the inside into the sharp right-hander. I don't know who is ahead there, so he might have DRS in a turn. Oh no. That's where we lose it again. But here we come, back into this action again. He's again charging with DRS and probably ERS behind us. Looking to soar past in the turn. No, he stays behind us. So we're going to have to use some ERS here on this straightaway to stay ahead of George Russell, as we are going to battle into the hairpin. ERS being used for me, DRS and ERS most likely being used for Hamilton. Now Hamilton, Russell, as we're going to battle into the hairpin. Russell's going to break later than us. Show his carp on the outside. We're going to shut the door on him. He's going to have DRS again unless US runs through. He's probably going to make a move into the first turn. Will he be able to? We're alongside. He's going to be going for the same move that we hit on lap 1. He's going to be pretty much clear. He's going to close us off. We're going to make a lot of wheel contact and some bodywork contact too, as he closes us off through the rest of turn 1. So he's going to have the lead on us as of right now through sector 1. We know we're faster through sector 1, but he's faster than us through that second part of most of sector 2. So if we want to make a move, we have to make a move now, so we can get DRS. So we actually might not have to use DRS for the second bit. We're going to use ERS to keep up with Russell through here. We're not going to be able to make a move after this first sector, which we are faster than, which we did gain some time on. Get our foot to the floor as quickly as possible, trying to keep pace with Russell on the exit. We're doing everything we can just to keep pace with us and keep in the DRS, because once we know if we are in the DRS Russell, we're going to be gaining on him drastically on the straightaways, because we are in the same power unit. He's pulling away from us at the beginning. DRS now wide open for me. No ERS being used yet, as we are reeling him in ever so slightly with the DRS. As we get a bad turn, we have to cut across the curve a little bit. ERS now wide. We're now using plenty of ERS. DRS again wide open. As there's a sheer power difference from ERS and DRS being used against Russell, shown clearly now. We have to shut off ERS a bit into the hairpin. We're going to try and break late, stay with him, get a good exit here. With DRS, we're going to try and make a move back into turn 1 like he did us on the lap before. ERS, plenty of it being used. This Dragon staying in the switch, you're pulling out to the outside, but last second we're going to break later than him. We're going to go deep. He's able to come back. We're going to go very deep. We have to pretty much cut the turn. And we're almost losing. He's going to get a way better exit. He almost lose it again. Hold it both times. We're trying to keep it tight. Keep it close through here. As we are clearly losing a lot of tire grip compared to George here. He's doing a much better job of conserving his tires than we are. We are pushing our poor shelled car in just to keep us. I didn't get to hear who that was, so I was talking over it. And who had an issue. It might be someone ahead of us, it might be someone behind us. If it's someone ahead of us, that's like Russell, like Verstappen, or one of the Ferraris. That might help us. We might be battling for a podium position right here, George Russell and I, if that was one of the Ferraris in front of us. But again, through here, we're using ERS to keep pace with them, and then we're going to activate DRS. Shut off the ERS, try and save some for the long straight into the hairpin. We're not going to make a move into this turn. We know we're slower than him. We're just going to try and keep it close on the turn, get a good exit, keep it pinned. ERS wide open, DRS wide open now. We are gaining on it. We're not going to be able to make a move into the hairpin. We're using a lot of power to just try and keep pace with them and make the move, trying to get a good exit here. As we do get a go in ERS, again, being used with DRS wide open. We're going to try and make a move into turn 1 if we can get close enough to him. We are gaining. We are going to get nowhere near close to it, able to make it. We're going to get right up to the back end under braking, trying to get a good exit compared to Russell. As we do get a good exit, but not compared to Russell. He's going to start to pull away a little bit from us here. We're going to have to try and keep it closer here, as he's been faster than us, which is not good for us, because we have been faster than in previous laps, except for last lap. This last, but we're going to try and get our foot to the floor, cut the track a little bit with no warning, thanks to regular corner cutting and not strict. We're going to stay right up close to the back end of the Mercedes, trying to get a good exit. Maybe something happen here. Foot to the floor, trying to just use the slipstream on Russell just to stay close and maybe make something happen with these DRS ones. So he's going to storm off in front of us off the turn. We're going to use ERS before the DRS ones just start reeling him back in. DRS now being used with the slipstream, just reeling him back in ever so slightly. Just trying to stay closer and maybe make a move into the hairpin. We're going to have to bounce across the curb again. So we almost lose this. We do lose it. I want to reset that. I'm getting so excited for things I know I'm going to reset. Okay, here we go. Again, in the slipstream, trying to get a good turn, much better than last attempt. We don't have much ERS. We're going to use all of it that we can into this hairpin. As Leclerc takes the lead, as we heard our engineer say. We're gaining gaining on Russell, just not able to get close enough into the hairpin. If we get a good exit, we might be able to get close enough into the turn one. ERS being used instantly off the exit with DRS now, gaining on him again. We're going to just stay in the slipstream of this car until probably the last second. He goes defensive. We're going to go to the outside. We're going to make a lunge on the outside. We're trying to just keep our nose in, but he gets a bad turn. We get a bad exit. Is he going to be able to come back? And that doesn't look like he has it right now. He's just going to tuck it. We're going to go a little bit defensive into the turn as he does show his nose into that turn. It's going to slow both of us down drastically. But I'm going to come out on top. We're going to come out on top compared to George Russell through there. That's going to be huge for us in this Grand Prix left. With 3 laps to go. We go through sector 1 way faster than Russell here, but he's going to catch back up using a slipstream of us. Trying to get a good exit off the turn just to get some gap between us and Russell, because we know he's going to just soar and catch up to us in the straightaways. This battle has been going on for pretty much the entirety of the race. Foot to the floor, trying to get a bit of run. He gets a way better exit than us through there. He's going to have DRS wide open right now. So he's going to try and make a move. We're going to squeeze him out a little bit. He shows his nose. We get to give way a little bit into that turn. I don't know who got DRS there. It might be him. It might be us. We got it. So we're going to be able to save a lot of power through the straightaway. We're using slipstream and ERS. He's still catching us. He's still catching us. He's keeping pace with us on the straightaway. He's going to get DRS on this main straight too, so he's going to be able to come back at us into 2 to go. We're going to have to do some major defensive work on George Russell. He gets a way better exit than us. We're using ERS to try and just stay in front of him. But he's using ERS and DRS now to keep up, and he's going to go to the inside, and we won't be able to. We're able to go defensive quick enough. And I'm not able to keep up with the commentating. That's how much action's going on right now. We do a good job of squeezing him out and just holding the racing line. He really come back at us through this sector. Yes, he will. Shows his nose again through that turn. As we're going to have to cut the turn a little bit, but he's able to stay right with us. Through here, right on the ass end of our car. We're pushing our shove to keep this Shell-powered car, or Mercedes-powered car, with it, just to try to keep with. I can't talk. Just to try and stay in front of George Russell with 2 to go. He's going to have DRS again. As he again gets, we get a better exit than last time. We hit touch wall. Maybe a little bit of wing damage as we're running, trying to run as close as well as we can. Just to use as much circuit as possible. But now this whole DRS struggle again. Is he going to go for a move in the turn this time? Yes, he is. He's going to go for a move. Side by side to the turn. They're still side by side. Who's going to be able to get DRS? I think he's got it. Yes, he does. Oh, we touched. Am I going to the wall? We reset that, but that was insane. Just a little bit of wheel contact, and we go powering into the wall after he gets DRS. We're going to fast forward to like right here, where he gets DRS and we don't. A little bit more wheel contact. What do? We have to hit the brakes a little bit so we don't go into the wall, but with ERS and slipstream, you see the difference between just DRS and ERS. When we pull to the side, we're going to have the edge. We're going to try and make a lunge into the final turn. Just stick it on the outside, so we're going to have to do much work into the straightaway. When we're side by side, he gets a better exit. We're going to open DRS wide open. His ERS is overpowering, so we have to use a little bit just to get the momentum back in our favor into the final lap of this race. We go deep in the turn, but he breaks way later than us, forcing us over the bumpers. He's still there on the outside. We almost lose the rear end. He's going to try and make him take his nose into us on this turn. We will not let that happen. It's through sector 1. We're up in front. Tire wear might start to be a problem soon. We're trying to flow through this turn. Leclerc's down to 3rd. What happened to Leclerc? We don't know. He was in the lead of his. That's how close that is. We're going to have to, I want to actually come to the end just to see how this race ends up, because those two are very tight to each other. Back to back to back. That's going to be a fight to the end for the win. It's going to be a fight to the end for P4 between Russell and I. We are a little bit ahead of him, a bit further ahead than we were on any previous lap before on this battle. We get a good exit, but Russell gets a way better exit than us again. He's going to have DRS and ERS through the sector 2. DRS point, he's using all of it. He's going for a move into this turn. I think we got DRS and we're able to stay ahead. We have to slow down a little bit just to make sure we keep the car straight. We're going to have DRS into the run. I'm trying to make a move. We start soaring past Russell into the hairpin. We're gonna break a little early. Let him get in front of us. Maybe we can get DRS out of the turn. He gets it. Might have been a blunder. We crash. We crash, and there's Bottas on the way through. So we're gonna reset that. And again, here comes soaring around the outside with DRS. He's gonna have DRS using all the power he can. He's on the outside. We're on the outside. He's on the inside. He's gonna get DRS and the better exit. We're gonna come through, trying everything. Wait, nobody's using DRS, but Russell's gonna get P4. We're gonna get P5. Bottas almost caught up to that
That's
battle
the
in
end of the
P6.
race. We'll see you in Parc Ferme.
But a P5, a good finish for our first race. He's staying in the same position as we are. Valtteri Bottas gets the driver of the day, surprisingly.
Well, what a drive that was
But
to take the win.
congratulations to
And
Ferrari
here we
and
are, a team that
Carlos
is no
Sainz
stranger to the
getting
podium.
getting his first ever F1 win in this alternate F1 universe.
Let's have a look then at the driver's standings.
But that
Carlos
battle at
Sainz
the end
now
between
leads
the
drivers'
Ferrari. Really quickly in this video, I just want to say thank you to everyone who stayed through and watched the whole thing. I know this is a long video, and it's probably going to be one of the longer ones in this series. But thank you all so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please leave a like on the video, and please consider subscribing. I'm trying to get to 100 subscribers by the end of the summer, and maybe even 500 by the end of the year. If you can help me reach that goal, that'd be greatly appreciated, and thank you all for watching.